Hi, JD here. It's JD stands for John Dwyer, and I'm the owner of a marketing advisory business called theinstituteofwow.com, and I just want to encourage you to do Facebook Live. Sounds like I'm a man on a mission, aren't I? You've got to do Facebook Live. We've been doing it now pretty heavily for a couple of months, and so therefore I'll be doing this sort of thing 3, 4, or 5 times a day. And the rewards have been pretty crazy, and I'll tell you about those in just a moment. But if you own a business, then you should be thinking about doing this. It is like no other time in history that you're able to have your TV ad or your TV show in people's hands or their pockets or their purses. And can you imagine if we time traveled back, I don't know, 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago, and we said, listen, can you imagine, if this is to any business owner, can you imagine if you could put your ad on Channel 9 or Channel 7, and that ad would be on a little mini TV that would be in everyone's pocket, and the moment that your ad came on, there was a little message that went bing, and all of a sudden those people watched your ad. And not only would you be able to essentially, be in the pocket of everyone in your followers list, people who enjoy your company, but also you could actually analyse the amount of people who watched that for, I don't know, 10%, 20% of the time, and then you could retarget them. Can you imagine that? We are in a crazy time in history in terms of the benefits that, I guess the opportunities that business owners could have. And I wanted to show you the results of a Facebook Live that I did last night. I did one from a Westfield shopping centre here on the Gold Coast, and I was a bit cheeky. I was suggesting that the marketing of this shopping centre was pretty ordinary. And I turned on my telephone camera and walked into a couple of places in the shopping centre to show everyone who was watching just how badly promoted this shopping centre was. And I want to show you one of those. Let me just put my... Let me see, I'll press that. Okay, so I'll turn that around. This happened to be a video that I took in the shopping centre at one of those play centres, like a time zone. It's not a time zone, but it's much the same thing. And I walked through it, and I was just having a bit of a gag saying, look, my wife and myself were the oldest people in this time zone thing. Guess what? We won that award. We're the only people. We're the only humans in there. I think they had more staff than customers. And so you'll see there, I'm walking through it. Obviously, I was sledging at the time, saying I cannot believe how badly marketed this is. And I said to my wife, look, let's get out of here. And she just said to me, look, this is nutso. I said, yeah, absolutely. And it was nutso. Sorry for that big spider hand there. Crazy. And it's because it's not marketed properly. And I highlighted how they could be marketing it. I highlighted that if I was involved in the marketing, I could pack that place every single night in a heartbeat. It would be really, really easily done. Absolutely. And I'm not going to reveal right here how it could be done, because maybe Westfield will ring me up and say, please tell me how we can fix this. But their shopping centre at Coomera needs a lot of help in terms of marketing, and I just don't think they've got the know-how in-house. And I want to tell you what resulted from that. I did my little rant and took my telephone around for 10 minutes and did my rant, because there was lots of other things that were wrong, particularly in the restaurant precinct of this shopping centre. 1 or 2 restaurants look like they've already gone broke, and I think more will follow if they don't hurry up and wake up to themselves and realise the marketing of that shopping centre is vital. Anyway, this morning I made $54,000 in sales from that Facebook Live last night, and that's why you need to do it. Okay, so this morning someone contacted me who watched it, and they've joined up to my private coaching program, bang, like that. They obviously checked me out overnight and went onto my website to make sure that I was the real deal. And then another person who was interested in private coaching but couldn't afford that just bought one of my smaller programs. So 54K out of just a little 10-minute rant last night on Facebook Live. Is that stupid or stupid? That's crazy. Now, I can't guarantee that'll happen every time, and of course it doesn't happen every time. That was a freak of nature, I guess, in some regard, but boy, oh boy, does it work. Just in the last 2 months in Facebook Live, we've taken over 200K in sales without 1 cent spent. I've not spent a cent, not a cent on advertising. Well, I have on other advertising, but certainly Facebook Live, as you know, is free. What I'm doing right now is free. I have not spent a cent on that, and yet over 2 months, 200K in revenue. So it's nutso. It's crazy. And if you want to learn more about how you can do it and what you should include in your Facebook Live broadcast, because it's not all about wearing the t-shirt 2 sizes too small because you've just come from the gym at 6 o'clock in the morning walking on the beach with the selfie camera. That's not it. If you're in business and you want to make money out of Facebook Live, you've got to have 3 things in your Facebook Live. I don't know why I put 2 fingers up then. Hang on. Yeah, 3, okay. You've got to have great content. And I think I do deliver pretty good content each time. Number two, you've got to actually build rapport, in other words, get engagement. So I'm asking you right now, can you give me some likes? Or if you've got someone that you know in business that could do with some marketing help, maybe you might share this. Or if you've got a website and you'd like me to critique that website, how's that? Do you reckon this might be a pretty good offer? If you've got a website and in the next 30 seconds, if you type your URL below, but please put the www before it, that way I can just click it, okay, I don't have to go retyping that in. I will give you a free website critique. How's that? Pretty good offer, okay? And just one of those people who came from last night, by the way, who bought the private coaching, they emailed me their website URL because I made the same invitation. I said, if you'd like to actually give me your URL, I'll provide you with a free critique. They found my email, they emailed it to me, I gave them a free critique, they rang up this morning and bought a private coaching program. Pretty easy, okay? There's a guy in America that says show people that you can help them by actually helping them, and I agree with that. That's why I always say that sampling is so valuable, so potent. If I owned a fish shop, I'd be having calamari samples outside at lunchtime and dinner time so that they would sample my fish or calamari, then they'd come in. It's all about flipping that model that you've seen so often where wanky advertising people say, oh, you've got to get them to fall in love with your brand, get your brand out there. You've got to fall in love with your brand and then get them to taste your product. No, we show you how to get them to taste your product so they'll fall in love with your brand. Very, very simple. But nobody does it. Less than 5% of people who own businesses around the world do this direct response marketing. It's nuts. Anyway, I'm having a noon at Queensland time show today on Facebook Live, and I'm going to actually physically draw on butcher paper new website designs for people who have volunteered and put up their hand and have got thick skin. If you would like to consider being on that show and for me to bag out your website for free, then simply type your URL below. And if it's a really, really bad website, then yeah, I'll give you a free critique most likely on today's show. Today's show is just at the Institute of Wow Facebook page where you are, and it's at 12 noon Queensland time, and it's all about client attraction techniques. If you would like to learn more about this direct response marketing stuff, you know what I'm going to say. There's a link just up above me there, and it's wowmanifesto.com. You can go there and watch a little 14-minute video where I show you how to put together a marketing plan. And you know what, I was speaking at an event on the weekend. There were a whole bunch of business owners in the room, and I asked who had a marketing plan. 2 people put their hand up. Nobody has a marketing plan because most businesses are run by technicians. They're a good doctor, a good dentist, a good landscaper, a good butcher, baker, candlestick maker, but they're not marketers. That's why you need someone that looks like this maybe, that can take over your marketing and fix it for you and bring more clients into your business. Was that a boastful pitch? I'm starting to make myself sick, okay? But seriously, if you do not have marketing skills, then you might like to look for them, and the best place to find them, I think, would be to have a look at a 14-minute video above me here. Another blatant pitch, but it's only 14 minutes, and I'm going to sound like an American seminar speaker. It could change your life. It could be the life changer you've been looking for. No, I don't know if it's going to change your life, but I think you'll enjoy 14 minutes of me showing you how to put together a marketing plan that has substance and has a chance of working. So if you'd like to spend 14 minutes over, a cup of coffee, click the link above, wowmanifesto.com. It's not going to bite you. We don't ask for your name or your details. You just simply watch the video, and if you felt that this was something that was valuable and you wanted to go further, guess what? I've just sampled my stuff to you, and you'll know where to go if that's the case. I'm going to get out of here, 12 noon Queensland time. The Facebook page is the Institute of Wow, and if you want to watch that show today where I'm going to transform quite a few websites, then yeah, check in at 12 noon Queensland time. That's 1 o'clock New South Wales, Victoria. See how smart I am? I am out of here. This finger is just about to say goodbye. Here we go.